It is not the memories of the past that make us wise, but the responsibility for the future. Write your bad times in the sand and your good times in stone. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. Quiet people have the loudest minds. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Words cut deeper than swords. The truth is something that no one believes. All your suffering is your choice. You are a slave to the person you love. Every man is hidden behind his tongue. If you want to understand him, let him speak. Think 100 times before taking any decision, but once you take a decision, stick to it. It's better to create your own identity than to be like someone else. The most dangerous person is the one who thinks too much, listens too much, and observes too much. Be happy, but never satisfied. If you think someone has become successful overnight, then take a look again. It's not like that at all. Having high hopes, even without working hard, is a sign of a lazy person. Give the right to criticize yourself to the person who wants your well-being. The easiest way out of grief is to retrace the steps that brought you there. Those who pursue and chase others are always busy and tired. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. You have to believe that even small things play a big role in your future. Successful people change the world with their decisions. Weak people change their decisions out of fear of the world. If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 of them sharpening my axe. If you love something, set it free. The scariest moment is always just before you start. A person can never be poor whose mother is honest. Quiet people notice everything, but they don't get noticed. The mirror is my best friend because it never laughs when I cry. Before giving up on something, make sure you have something better than it. Making a mistake is not so bad, but not learning from it for the future is much worse. Experience is a friend that we find when we have lost a lot. True knowledge is knowing the limits of one's ignorance. Don't do to others what you don't want done to you. Don't argue with your parents, even if you are right. If you want to see the future at its best, study the past. The problem you don't feed with importance will die of hunger. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking that created them. I have learned restraint from rude people, silence from talkative people, and politeness from impolite people. Silence is the best way to express hatred. A picture is worth 1,000 words. If you are trying to fight a fool, then there is no one more foolish than you. Don't live as a person, but rather as a personality, because a person dies, but a personality lives on forever. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. To be angry is to punish oneself for the mistakes of others. If you want to live in peace of mind, don't compare yourself to anyone. Write hard and clear about what hurts. You, not anyone else, have to decide what your status should be. Failure is not a bad thing if you learn from it what not to do. A proud person is empty of mind and full of hatred. I have many problems in my life, but I always have a smile on my face. Never copy a famous person. Always believe in yourself. Create your own identity. If you don't want to face a bad reputation tomorrow, speak the truth today. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him your friend. I have more conversations in my head than in real life. Trusting everyone is dangerous, but trusting no one is the most dangerous. Knowledge gives you power, but character gives you respect. He who thinks everything is easy faces many difficulties. The idea of achieving something always starts in the mind. Climbing to a higher place requires a slow pace at first. If you are worried, you live in the past. If you are anxious, you live in the future. If you are happy, you live in the present. Freedom is a word that is difficult to define. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never get it done. Showing off is a fool's way of showing off his importance. The more importance we give to things, the less we value ourselves. If you want to live a great life, knowing yourself is the most important thing. He who sees injustice and does nothing about it is himself an oppressor. It's not that I'm very intelligent, but I spend a lot of time with questions. Those who walk in darkness and are ignorant of it will never seek the light. In the battle of life, it is not always the stronger or faster man who wins, but the one who thinks he can win. Doing nothing destroys the well-being of every human being. Instead of regretting later, these three things should always be kept in mind: food, wealth, and women. The law is a spider's web in which insects get trapped, but larger animals tear it apart and escape. A day without laughter is a wasted day. Life can be amazing if people leave you alone. When a man is drunk, his true character comes to light. Most people are only as happy as they intend to be. You can't avoid tomorrow's responsibility by skipping today's work. If you really want to laugh, then be able to hold your breath and start playing with it. Don't sit idle. It increases the problems of life. Eliminate the fear within you, and you will become a successful person in the world. Having high hopes, even without working hard, is a sign of a lazy person. Whenever you think of criticizing someone, just remember that not all people in this world have the same facilities that you have. Education prevents a man from becoming a slave to another. A proud person is empty of mind and full of hatred. We can't do anything the old way. Don't choose the best person. Choose the person who makes you better. The only way to get ahead in life is to always do the things you are afraid to do. You kill your own happiness by overthinking. Never worry about what others think of you. Can there be a greater crime than knowing only the faults of others? There are 3 things that a wise man avoids: lust when he is young, quarrels when he is strong, and greed when he is old. Failure is actually part of the path to success. I am grateful to all those people who didn't help me. Today, thanks to them, I did everything myself. I don't wait for time to do the right thing. There comes a point in your life when you need to stop reading other people's books and write your own. A drop of ink may make a million think. The pen is the tongue of the mind. Poetry is thoughts that breathe and words that burn. To be successful in writing, use short sentences. The only thing that can ruin a good day is people. Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. We are very, very small, but we are profoundly capable of very, very big things. The thing about smart people is that they seem like crazy people to dumb people. Pay attention to the quiet ones, because they're the ones that pay attention to you when everyone else is gone.